strip, yeah, I know she can't hold it. Even though you bitch, even though she got COVID.
Then make sure you go to wearetough.com right now and get you that new Sniper Gang merch. Use promo code Showface News to get 15% off on your order right now. And also make sure you follow Showface News on Clubhouse right now to be a part of the conversation. Join the Sniper Gang today. Salute. I got damn near 2 million views on YouTube. I was going crazy. I actually was averaging about 40,000 to 60,000 views per video, by the way. Right now I got 4 videos at 200,000 views. Now imagine what you can do. Nobody else in this world is offering these YouTube methods at this level for the low cost that I'm offering it. Imagine having a 5-figure stream of income plus more. You want me to make the YouTube for you? That's cool. You want a one-on-one hands-on consultation on how to do it? That's cool too. You want to get this money, you want to grow, you want to be as best as you possibly can and benefit and profit off of social media. Let's do it right now. Hit me up. Let's get it. Just know you only live once. Why not take this opportunity and be great? DM me or text me right now. Let's do it. Welcome to show. You can call me what you want. Just don't call me woke. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Y'all know the etiquette. When you come in here, salute to the Sniper Gang. Gotta push the goddamn button, smash the like button. You know what you do when you come in this building, respectfully. Hey, listen, Lil Baby, what's going on, champ? What is going on with Lil Baby? So getting nasty out here, and I'm gonna explain everything. You know, let's make sure we get our likes up though, respectfully, before we even get into what you already know that you have to make sure you join our Patreon, man. Patreon.com/toughhouse1, man. Patreon.com/toughhouse1 is where you can see all the exclusive content that we bring here on this channel that cannot be on YouTube, man. So we got exclusive content that you must check out. Over hundreds of hours of pure comedy. I strongly suggest you become a patron right now at patreon.com/toughhouse1, y'all. Also, we giving out an Xbox. We giving out an Xbox Series X and a PS5. So y'all might want to get in tune. I ain't gonna hold you, but that's gonna happen later tonight, man. Also, make sure you go to wearetough.com. I repeat, you got to make sure you go to wearetough.com because that is where you can get all of your Sniper Gang merch, man. You get the Sniper Gang tee and you get the Reflect tee, you dig? But go to wearetough.com and listen. All right, so back to business. My fault. Back to business, man. That's what we got going on here, man. So again, 4PF has really made some noise, not in a good way today. Let's check out what's going on here, man. Let's check out what's going on here, man. Let me switch my screen so we can read this because something definitely did happen today that people ain't been talking about yet. It says 4PF's Dirty Tay arrested after a shooting and left a 3-year-old shot in the head. Now this is really bad. If a 3-year-old is getting in the mix of all the violence that's taking place, and that's very nasty. Let's read a little bit more because there's a little bit more up here that we gotta read. It says, check my mixtapes app for arrest video. Little Baby's 4PF artist Dirty Tay has been arrested following a shooting outside a barbershop and left a 3-year-old wounded from a gunshot to the head. Well, let's look at the arrest video. Since we're there, let's get to that arrest video because that arrest video has been sent. So we got to make sure we can check out this arrest video. Let's see where it's at. Let's see where this video was at. Is this the video? This is the video right here. Let's check it out. Smash the like button.
Yeah, he's got his phone and a big stack of cash in his pocket.
So there are no weapons on him.
Back
Can you give that to my girlfriend, please?
As soon as we get a chance, all right? I'll get the money out of your pocket in a second. You got no weapons on you, right?
Nah.
It's ID.
Chef. I love you, bro.
I'll walk you.
Chef.
All right.
Hey, follow this officer right here.
Chef.
Come on, bro.
I love you for real, bro. Can I get my girlfriend a fish out, please?
You'll get it in a second. Come on, bro. You'll get it in a second.
Please.
You'll get it in a second, my brother. You'll get it in a second.
My fault, y'all.
You want to put him in our?
Yeah, he's kind of
All right. So you pretty much see what's going on. That's 4PF's Dirty Tay. That's Little Baby's artist. But you must also understand that 4PF is also a gang. And I feel like we're looking at something similar to when before YSL got locked up and hit with RICO. We do know that Young Thug's baby mother was killed at a bowling alley. All right. Before everybody just went down a few weeks after the incident took place. All right. Now, again, listen, this is looking very similar to how this YSL, RICO started. This is looking incredibly similar. I can't hold you. Also, we have to understand this too. We have to understand that, listen, man, there's a lot of people that's about to go down in the state of Georgia, man. They are coming for these gangs, man. They are really coming for these gangs. So this might be the doorway for them to start the RICOs on 4PF. This might be the doorway. This might has opened the gateway to get some indictments popping. We gotta be honest here. You know what I'm saying? This may have opened that gateway, to get some indictments started for 4PF. You dig? Now, this is very nasty work, like I said. It's looking very sweepish right now. Now, if Little Baby never wanted to leave the country, he might want to leave right now because everything is going to point back to Little Baby. Why? Because he's being looked at as the gang leader once they hit them with a RICO. The person with the most bread is always going to be looked at as the leader. It's always when people is going to point back to the person with the most bread. Who is the shot caller? Who's making the plays? Just like Young Thug got hit up, Little Baby will get the same treatment, especially now that one of these members was involved in a shooting that left a 3-year-old shot in the head. Now, I don't know if the child made it out of being hit in the head. That's very unfortunate and nasty work. But this is how people get life in prison. Once you harm a child in the eyes of the court, especially an innocent bystander, the innocent child, regardless if it was an accident or not an accident, they're still looking at it as you were being reckless and that you are a huge threat out here to society and that you should not be left out. Similar to the 14-year-old that got smoked on Cleveland Avenue as a result of YSL gang violence, right? So carelessly, yes, children and innocent bystanders can get hit in the midst of a shootout. This is just real shit. This is just what it is, man. We can't act like that's not a thing, Unfortunately, people can be caught in a crossfire that had nothing to do with them, man. Or sometimes bullets may travel a distance, nigga. Shit ricochets and things like that. Sometimes innocent people do end up getting hit with a stray bullet. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna charge that, and assume that they were just acting insanely. And look, honestly, yeah, you shouldn't be letting off no rounds in front of children. I think that is reckless behavior. It's definitely reckless. We're not gonna deny these facts, but I feel like this is just the gateway to open up for them to get Little Baby up out of here. The Little Baby is somebody who's gonna be looked at as the leader of 4PF, if not one of the leaders. Just like YSL has a few leaders. You understand? So, man, yeah, you know how it goes. We talk about gang enhancement crime. We looking at gang enhancement crime. So the whole gang will end up getting taken down, especially the ones who throw up the gang signs and shout out these gangs on audio, on social media, and etc. Those can all charge people with RICO and say that you are a part of this gang and that you are in conspiracy to commit a homicide. You dig? So yeah, man, this is what it is. You know what I mean? So look, if a lot of people thought Little Baby wasn't getting taken down, well, listen, this is all going to be traced back to the gang, man. This is all getting traced back to the gang, and this gang is on a documented list for the state of Georgia that's talking about getting rid of all these gangs off the street. Because again, there's a multiple names of gangs on that list. It's a document with a lot of gangs up there. A lot of them are Crip sets, Blood sets, Gangster Disciples, and then just a lot of regular local gangs too at the same time. You know what I'm saying? But it's looking nasty right now. Like I said, I don't know how they're gonna treat this one. This one is not looking too hot. You know what I mean? Ever since the YSL thing happened, you know, a lot of people was quiet who was in that Atlanta area, people who had ties to Thug and all that. You ain't really hear them say much. You know, the only person you heard take some type of action was take their own life was Lil Keed, because Lil Keed ended up taking his life in the process of the whole YSL thing. Now they also are looking to try and tie Lil Baby to YSL to indict Lil Baby with the whole YSL thing as well. And it's a big possibility that he can be hit with multiple other indictments from other gangs. So he has his affiliations with 4PF, he has his affiliations with Rolling 60s, and he has his affiliations with YSL. So who knows, man? But these is gang enhancement crimes they got going on, man. They gonna hit them with them gang enhancement laws. Feel me? They're gonna hit them with the gang enhancement laws. Unfortunately, that's just what it is. You know? But, you know, it's very interesting. It's very interesting how, you know, this is all happening at this time, man. It's very interesting how all this is happening at this time. However, I already said Lil Baby 21 Savage might want to leave the country, you know. They might want to leave the country. If I was them, I would have did it. I mean, I know if I made it and I did crimes in the past and I got a whole gang I'm repping and them niggas is moving crazy and I'm trying to get up out of there respectfully. Dig, I'm trying to leave. I ain't trying to stay there. I'm going to keep it a G with y'all. If I know that I did some dirt in the past and they trying to get me now when I ain't really been doing nothing, I'm leaving. And even if I was doing something, I'm still leaving. You know what I'm saying? But this is why I kept telling y'all about Lil Baby, man. Y'all niggas thought I was joking. Y'all niggas said, oh, you just trying to throw him in. No, I'm not throwing him in anything, nigga. The proof is gonna show. Like, these niggas don't hide who they affiliated with. But again, the law is the law, and you're never gonna beat the state, nor are you gonna beat the feds. You know what I'm saying? So it's looking real nasty. And you already got snitches on YSL. You already got 2 known snitches. Now people know that there's 2 snitches on YSL. You know, so I feel like they could give some breakdown on the 4PF situation. So a lot of snitch testimony probably help with the other indictments of other gangs as well. You know what I'm saying? Because you also need to understand that YSL is a gang that had people and members from multiple other gangs. You have people from West Coast blood sets. You have people from East Coast blood sets that are part of YSL. Even Crip sets, that's West Coast and East Coast Crip sets that are part of YSL. So it was a whole bunch of different people who were part of different gangs that are in the YSL gang. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's looking crazy, man. Respectfully, it's looking very insane. So listen, don't be surprised if something happens before the year is out, or next month or this month. You randomly hear about a raid or RICO. You hear about Lil Baby getting booked. Don't be surprised, man. You know, you could do all the good things in the world, or at least pose and act like you're doing the best things in the world to hide the fact that you were involved in crime. But once they find out the information and they find proof that you was involved in heavy crime, it's really nothing you can do. They already gonna look at whatever good behavior you was doing as something as a cover-up, not because it was genuine. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just telling y'all what it is, man. I'm just telling y'all what it is. But listen, if this kind of thing is happening with Lil Baby's name attached, it's not looking good, man. Because again, if one person does something in the gang, the whole gang is going to be held accountable because things is being done within the gang. or things are being said that includes the gang's name. So they're already going to take everybody down and try to get them for RICO. So they're going to have to sit anyway. You know what I'm saying? But listen, man, if this is the type of life you want to live, how much can you hide it, especially being a public figure? You can't be a public figure and think that, oh, all my crimes is going to be forgotten or I'm not going to get caught. Like, bro, it's like you trying to get caught because you're still letting niggas know that you are repping a set in the public eye. You'd say it on songs and etc. Now, a lot of people are going to say, oh, well, songs shouldn't count in court. Well, guess what? They still do count in court. The whole lyrics thing and not using lyrics in court thing only goes but as far as you think it goes, man. It's not really going to help these artists, especially if they know that what they saying is connected to a crime that just happened. And these niggas cannot keep their mouth closed. They're going to be quick to run to that studio just to tell niggas who they clipped. So there's a lot of packs being smoked, and niggas is happy to tell about the pack that they smoking on and give more details on how the person passed away. They then getting themselves indicted in the process. Who is here to blame now? Are we supposed to say stop using lyrics in court when lyrics is being used in indictments that connect to other things and other crimes? These niggas wanted to brag about it. You know what I'm saying? You niggas want to brag about it. So, okay. If you going to brag about the crime, don't be mad. You was bragging about the crimes. Don't be mad, nigga. You wanted to let the world know. You wanted to flex. You was trying to flex and do all this. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like somebody forced you to do these things, champ. You was already a gang leader. You already did time already. You was already a criminal anyway. So, you know, you flexing it and letting it be known what type time you on in the public eye lets the courts know exactly what they dealing with, and they're gonna use that in court too. Everything that you say, especially as a public figure, is gonna be used against you, especially if it's lyrics, because they're already painting the picture that you thought you was unstoppable because you was rich. That's how they're gonna paint. They're gonna paint you as a mob boss. They're gonna paint you like, okay, this person was rich, and they thought because they had all this bread that they was gonna just do damage and suffer no consequence because they're gonna keep paying bail, and the lawyers so elite, the lawyers gonna make sure that this person makes bail and etc. That's what niggas was thinking. But little did they know, the cases is being built up while they doing all these crimes, and even if they did make bail, it's only gonna be for a small amount of time before they raid your spot and get you indicted. You understand? So it's looking real nasty right now. So can anybody truly be mad if niggas get locked up? The only people that should be mad at that they getting locked up is themselves, because they was already winning and still wanted to do crime anyway. It ain't like niggas retired from crime once they got on. No, niggas got on and did more crime and more crime and more crime because they thought that almighty dollar was gonna be the end of everything. That was gonna be what keeps them out of jail, was that money. But money don't matter, champ. Assets get seized, assets get frozen all the time when it comes to people who do these crazy, insane crimes, man. You know, if they plan to book you, all that money don't mean a goddamn thing. And once you locked up, you don't really have access to no money. So what are you really doing here? You know what I'm saying? And secondly, the odds of you seeing the light of day is going to be very slim, because if you out here doing a lot of crimes and they got you, you know, charged with a lot of shit that usually can get people life in prison, then you're going to be doing life in prison. And even though 20 years is the minimum for life in prison, you think you can't get double that? This is why I say you might never see the light of day, because if you committing heinous acts, and we talking about somebody as far as 3 years old getting hit in the head with ammunition because somebody was recklessly shooting without even, you know, knowingly knowing that there was a kid anywhere in the area, that's already getting looked at as bad in the court. So the judge ain't gonna have no mercy when it comes to all this, and they hearing about kids getting shot. They just gonna assume that niggas is just out here being insane. You know what I mean? They just gonna assume niggas is out here wilding. You know, and look, can spend all the money you want. That money gotta go to them goddamn lawyers, but them lawyers ain't gonna be promising to get you out, nigga. Johnny Cochran is not alive no more. Johnny Cochran is gone. That might have been the only nigga that could help you get out of something. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, come on. Like I said, it's only a matter of time, man. It's very nasty out here. You know? Shit is gonna be what it's gonna be, so what are you gonna do about it? You know, these niggas need to leave. The only thing you can do to get out of this is leave the country and go into a state that's not with the United States, that ain't got no ties to the United States. Is the best thing you could possibly do, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, we are looking at something that could be very detrimental to Lil Baby right now, because again, this person is a part of Lil Baby's gang, and they can say that, listen, man, you all conspirator to a homicide. You know, you got people in your gang that's doing this, that, and the third. They're gonna pull everybody in. Everybody who's involved is gonna get pulled in. The fingers still will always point towards Lil Baby. You know what I'm saying? His fingers is always going to point back to Lil Baby because he got all the bread. They're going to look at the nigga who is getting the most money. The person with the most money is going to be looked at as the leader. You already seen what Thug did. Thug was flexing. Thug was flexing for a couple years about how he's paying for the judge, not the judge, he's paying for the lawyer to get rid of the bodies and etc. and all this. And guess what? Now look where you at, man. You a criminal when you flexing the fact that you're doing crime. Now, I'm not saying Lil Baby was flexing the fact that he was doing crime. However, Lil Baby was involved with people who was flexing the fact that they was doing crime. So they're gonna look at you the same way, because for a period, Lil Baby, Gunna, and Thug was always around each other all the time. So with that being said, especially if you in songs saying slime and you with slime and all that, they're going to end up tying you to YSL too. So you'll get indicted for that as well. So you can get indicted for multiple things. And it's already, again, you got YSL, 4PF, and you got the Rolling 60s up there in Georgia. That's on that document for the gangs they want to get rid of off of the Georgia streets. So imagine getting indicted for 3 different gangs. It's insane. It's gang enhancement laws, bro. And then bringing back the gang enhancement laws, crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's just insane, man. You dig? Very insane. Somebody gonna have to take time, because they're gonna have to take time. I want you to take time, champ. You dig? Look at your watch and then look at the wall, champ. That's how you take time, respectfully. But anywho, listen, y'all. We gotta understand reality. A lot of people don't want to accept reality. The reality of the situation is niggas can do all this gangbanging shit. Niggas could drill and all this shit, but are niggas ready for these artists to get locked up too in the process? Because they not special to where they can't get locked up. You know what I'm saying? If you tied to something, you tied to something. What are you gonna do about it? Are you gonna run away from the law and get up out of there? But you can. You got choices. You know, everybody got choices. But people need to stop acting like niggas is not out here doing crime and put some accountability on these rappers, man. Why nobody ever taking accountability for what they done did? Take accountability for your actions, nigga. You did all these crimes. You tied to this, that, and the third. You got to take accountability for your actions. I mean, look, if you won't be out here telling all of your gang affiliations who's unbeatable and all this on the record, and you get locked up for it, whose fault is that? This is your fault. You dig? These niggas is out here letting people know what they got going on. Why would you let people in on your dirt? You're telling your dirt. You never tell your dirt. Why would you be telling the dirt that you're involved in? And this is the reason they get locked up. You can't blame, you can't say, this is racism. You can't say, well, the government should get the KKK. Bro, the KKK, if they doing any crimes right now, which I'm sure maybe they are, they not putting it out on Front Street like these niggas. Correct? Plus, when the last time you seen a Klansman, nigga? This ain't the 50s, nigga. Talk about the Ku Klux Klan. Respectfully, bro. The Klan already infiltrated what they tried to do already. They already infiltrated things already. You know, these gangs never acted on a strategic level to infiltrate anything. And they all did crime openly. If you're doing open crime, what you expect? If you're going to do crime in the public eye and be so open about it to the point that you're talking about it on record, you're asking to get locked up at this point. At this point in time, you are asking to be locked up. You know, at this point in time, we also don't have any structure in any gangs. There's no rules anymore. It's just a bunch of drills. There's a lot of young kids running and doing whatever. Are there OGs that are encouraging this behavior? Absolutely, there's OGs that's encouraging this nonsensical, senseless behavior. However, listen, they really ain't got a choice. Because at this point, it's either you down or you not down. And everybody wants to have all these ops and etc. So it's on some get down or lay down type shit because there's a lot of extortion going on top of all this. So some people are being forced to accept the nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Some OGs is getting ran out their hoods by younger niggas because younger niggas is still banging. And the OGs is getting older and they can't defend themselves no more. So you can only do this shit for so long with this whole gangbang shit because niggas be trying to gangbang into their 50s and all that. And look, you're going to have to prove yourself to multiple generations of people. You're going to have to prove yourself to other generations of people and get busy with other generations the older you get. You're not going to be as, you know, you're not going to have as much trajectory as you had when you was younger. You're not going to get stronger in here. You're only going to get older and more tired. So if you feel like you got to prove yourself to multiple generations to the point that you could get yourself smoked in the process, then you pretty much just living to die. You know, on these same streets that you always been on. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to these crimes is being done very senselessly. These crimes is not being done strategically. These are not strategic crimes. A lot of these crimes are dumb crimes, not smart ones. You know, they're not even hiding their handprints, fingerprints, nothing. You know, it's like no mask all the time, nigga. Bare face, everything. Y'all not even trying to hide y'all face when y'all do these crimes. You know, and look, it's all fun until niggas gotta get locked up. Niggas gotta stand trial. You're not gonna get what you got back, champ. These niggas have already won. They already, they already beat the odds and became a successful acts, and they still want to do these crimes, which is crazy. The whole point of you even blowing up was to leave this lifestyle alone. You didn't have to bang no more. Now, you know, Little Baby always says Young Thug gave him a certain amount of money to get out the streets and start rapping. Well, I'm guessing he did the complete opposite of that because they still keeping it street. There's still niggas out there in Atlanta that will smoke you behind Little Baby. There's still niggas in Atlanta that will smoke you behind Thug. And that's a fact. But this doesn't do them any justice because they are facing some type of insane crimes right now. And they trying to get out. So it wouldn't do you justice if you do have foot soldiers outside doing dirt for you, because then it looks more dangerous and you look more like an animal, like they trying to paint you in court. Because now you got people that's outside putting in that work. So they definitely going to try to keep you behind bars because they think that you are a menace. And if they think you're a menace, they're going to hit you with menace numbers. Yeah, you're going to get hit with the menace numbers. They're going to hit you with numbers that are insane, champ. The numbers you get will make a Dennis Rodman jersey. If you know Dennis Rodman's number, then you know exactly where I'm getting at. The numbers that they trying to get these niggas is going to be numbers that look like a Dennis Rodman jersey. I ain't going to hold you. And if you know Dennis Rodman number, you know this is not a good thing. These numbers is looking real bad. Or they will look bad. Well, we gonna get to that numbers game very soon when niggas is standing trial. You know, the YSL trial is in January. And all of the snitches keep getting revealed. They keep revealing more and more snitches. Sauce Walker tried to tell niggas before that YSL had snitches in it. Well, you're seeing it now. You see it, all the rats come out now. You know what I'm saying? So it's getting nasty, y'all. But listen, man. It's getting bad, man. These niggas had all this influence and etc. And they didn't build any empires or nothing. They didn't build no empires. They just wanted to do more corruption, more gang violence. And look, you can't save your area neither. Like, why are you still fighting for that area? I'll be damned if I'm actually gonna blow up, get all these millions, and then I'm still in the hood trying to fight for my area. That doesn't make sense. Nigga, I'm moving, I'm going to a better place, and I'm getting away from all the bullshit. Why not just do some money move? Why not join the real estate market? Why not do something productive? Why not build for my children? But no, instead of building for your children, you still want to commit crime. You still want to put yourself in danger. You see, you're still getting your family members killed because of your actions. And this also goes for people like Lil Durk, because Lil Durk's drill rappings have gotten people close to him murked. A lot of the things that Lil Durk says in his records to this day, and the man is 30 years old, he's still saying drill things on his song. Everything he says on his song has to do with a drill. And those people in Chicago are listening to these songs. And there's definitely crime or people that's willing to smoke your family members since they can't touch you behind your lyrics. So this is the type of game that's played when you are in the music business trying to still be a gangbanger. It's going to cost you because you still want to be in the hood around low-life people. And you can't get positive results from being around low-lives. How are you trying to live a high life but still be a low-life is insane. You understand? All this money just to have people in the hood fear you, boost your ego. That's not good. You trying to get your ego boosted because you want people that's in your hood to fear you now because you have money and influence and you have enough to get somebody knocked off or etc. You know what I'm saying? It's really crazy, man. Real talk. It's just nasty, like I said. This is the reality of the situation, and a lot of people don't like to hear reality because reality is too much for people. Like, stop telling me the truth. I don't want to hear it. Tell me something good. Everything you hear ain't gonna be good though. And some of the stuff you need to hear is not always good. Just because it's good, doesn't mean that it's true. You rather hear a nasty truth than a good lie. How about that? Why hear? You rather hear nasty truth than a good lie. I'd rather hear nasty truth rather than a good lie. You know what I'm saying? Don't get my hopes up. Tell me what's real. What's going on for real? You feel me? But yeah. Y'all know exactly how this ends. Y'all know exactly how this shit ends. This doesn't end on a good note. A lot of people say, oh, you wishing the worst for these artists. No, these artists are wishing the worst for themselves. I'm not doing anything. I'm telling you what this is. You got to be realistic. What you want me to lie? I'm not up here to lie to you. I'm not up here to spin no narratives to you. I'm up here telling you what it is. And you need to realize exactly what's going on here. Because if you don't, well, I guess you don't. You just want to hear the good things. You could say this is racism. You could say this is that, and the third. You could say a lot of things, but the truth of the matter is niggas is going to jail, nigga. And they are trying very hard to book all those gangs that are out there in Georgia. Predominantly Atlanta, but just the state of Georgia, period. Whoever is involved. Because obviously there are people that are outside of Atlanta that's still involved. You understand? Come on, man. Niggas don't like the truth. But it is what it is. They don't have to like it. It's not for you to like. It's for you to take heed and understand what's going on in the environment, what's going on in the world, what's going on in society, period. You dig? It is what it is, man. And you know, you see Young Thug getting these lawsuits by these companies that's booking him for these shows because he can't show up to the shows because he got indicted. So them shows is trying to, you know, they trying to sue him. They trying to put lawsuits on him because he can't make these shows because the nigga got himself locked up. So now they want to put lawsuits on Thug. Well, you know, 9 times out of 10, that nigga never see the light of day though. 9 times out of 10, that nigga ain't gonna see the light of day. So listen, unfortunately, this is what it is, man. The odds of Thug seeing the light of day is very, very unlikely, man, because they're trying to paint him as a beast. They painting him as a nightmare out there in Atlanta. All right, you got people that snitching. They saying that, look, the nigga forced me to be in YSL, and I'm only telling me, and I'm telling, however, my life is in jeopardy, my family's life is in jeopardy if I tell you these things. Now, that sounds like some of the YSL members, and they said some of those YSL members is not even locked up. They outside. But you know how they be doing, niggas. You might get locked up for not. They'll try to trick niggas by saying, well, if you don't tell us nothing, you're gonna get locked up too. So you might as well say something. They play that kind of game. They play all types of games to get into niggas' heads. So niggas ain't ready for that time. And you already know they already had caught another snitch in YSL named YSL SB, who was known for snitching on Inglewood families, which is a West Coast blood set that exists in Atlanta. They said that the nigga YSL SB snitched on Inglewood families and has a history of ratting, a history of cheese, a very cheesy resume that YSL SB has. They said that nigga is telling. And I believe he's telling, because if the nigga told on Inglewood families, what makes you think he not gonna tell on Gunna and Thug and them? He's clearly gonna tell. The nigga is definitely gonna tell. You know what I'm saying? There's no way around it. That is definitely gonna happen. That's definitely going down. You dig? Facts are facts, man. So look. These niggas have been given enough rope to hang themselves with at this time, man. These dudes have been given enough rope to hang themselves with. All right. Little Baby's name is coming up. Little Baby is trying to do all these good things, but all these good things gonna stop you from getting locked up is the question. Will all these good things and good deeds that Little Baby is doing, getting words from preachers vouching for Little Baby, will that be the thing that gets him out of jail, or does it not matter? Because again, last time I checked in these courts, they don't really give a damn, because once they see that your name is attached to all these things, they're already looking at you just as bad as they're looking at Thug in them. So I guess the truth shall be revealed, man. A lot of people said OTF is out there doing damage out there in Atlanta as well. I have no idea. I don't know what's going on with Little Durk in ATL or Georgia. I haven't heard anything about it, but maybe there's more that I don't know, because I know Little Baby and Little Durk have always been, you know, around each other a lot, especially within, you know, the last 2 years when they did a whole album together. So I can only imagine what's going on out there, you know. But look, man, it's wild in this industry. You can't assume that. And another problem is a lot of people assume that people is not gangster because they rich and they in the industry. Said, how was he tough and he's in the industry? Didn't he do something weird to get there? There's no way he's gangster. No, not necessarily, bro. There's such thing as actually extorting your way into fame. You can extort your way into fame. You can do all types of things. You don't know how niggas got real fame. Somebody could have extorted their way to the top. You could do a lot of things. Everybody didn't do something weird to get on top. Pause. Everyone didn't do something weird. It's cool that you could assume that, but that's not necessarily reality. Reality of the situation is sometimes niggas is gangster enough to make a forceful, because to make a force in the industry, literally, by having gang ties, mob ties, or whatever the case may be. Allegedly, right? Allegedly. So it's not good to assume that just because people is famous that they not tough or that they not doing crime, because they definitely are, and they don't have a problem doing it as long as they go undefeated doing it and the courts is not stopping them. You know what I'm saying? As long as they doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man. But yeah, man, like I said, you could do, you could believe whatever you want to believe. I'm really not here to change anybody's mind about nothing. I'm not here to, have people think differently than they think. If that's, you think how you think. You believe what you want to believe. I'm not here to change your mind. I'm just telling you what I know and what I think is going to happen. And if we being honest, we know what's going to happen. I think we all do understand what's going to happen here. So we're going to see where this is going to go. But right now, as far as I can see it, it is not looking too good for little baby and company. I'm going to keep it a stack with you. You dig? But if you in here right now, man, you know what you got to do, man. You got to make sure you smash that like button. You know how you got to do it. When you in here, you got to smash that like button. We got over 500 plus people in here. I'm going to need y'all to get these likes up respectfully. So let's do that real quick. Let's get it. You gotta push the goddamn button and get them likes up. Hey, salute to the chat as always. Salute to the sniper gang. Hey, man, listen. Make sure you tune in tonight. We giving out an Xbox Series X and a PS5. We giving out an Xbox Series X and a PS5, but you have to be a participant on the Toughathon tonight. So we do have a Toughathon starting tonight. Make sure you tune in, man. We giving out free game systems. So make sure you tapped in because we will have a winner by September 1st. You dig? But like I said, man, make sure you go to patreon.com/toughhouse1, man. Patreon.com/toughhouse1 is where you can see all of our exclusive content. We put content up every other day. We always live. And if you want to catch the Toughathon replays, it's only on patreon.com/toughhouse1. We got tons of comedy, over 100 hours of comedy up there. Make sure you join our Patreon today. Also, make sure you go to wearetough.com where you can get your Sniper Gang tees. You can get your Reflect tees in all colors. And we got much, much more. We got tracksuits. We got hats. We got jackets. We got coats. We got all types of things. Only on wearetough.com. Make sure you shop with us, man. But we up out of here, man. Tune in. We about to start the Tough or Flush on Talking Tough with Stino's page. Make sure you subscribe to Talking Tough with Stino right now. But we gonna be up out of here, man. Y'all be easy. I'll be back soon. Tune in to Talking Tough with Stino for the Tough or Flush. I'm up out of here. Y'all be easy. Peace. Then make sure you go to wearetough.com right now and get you that new Sniper Gang merch. Use promo code Showface News to get 15% off on your order right now. And also make sure you follow Showface News on Clubhouse right now to be a part of the conversation. Join the Sniper Gang today. Salute. I got damn near 2 million views on YouTube. I was going crazy. I actually was averaging about 40,000 to 60,000 views per video, by the way. Right now, I got 4 videos at 200,000 views. Now, imagine what you can do. Nobody else in this world is offering these YouTube methods at this level for the low cost that I'm offering it. Imagine having a 5-figure stream of income plus more. You want me to make the YouTube for you? That's cool. You want a one-on-one hands-on consultation on how to do it? That's cool too. You want to get this money, you want to grow, you want to be as best as you possibly can and benefit and profit off of social media. Let's do it right now. Hit me up. Let's get it. Just know you only live once. Why not take this opportunity and be great? DM me or text me right now. Let's do it.